Hey guys, welcome back. This is Heather Hope with the Inspired Entrepreneur Podcast. How are you doing today? Happy Monday to you. Okay, so today's April 26th. This is the daily podcast that goes right along with my daily book, The Inspired Entrepreneur. You can find it on Amazon. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so let's talk about the law of attraction in your business. Let's see what today brings. What is today, guys? I just said it. Didn't I just say it? April 26th? Yes. April 26th from the book. Get clear on what you desire the most. Make sure your desires don't contradict each other. That can be kind of tricky sometimes. I think I found it in my life. Like I've joked numerous times that to my husband, no one else but him because he gets it, that I'm a walking contradiction. So like I'll say I like something but I don't eat it. So, God, that probably sounded crude. Like I like hot dogs but I don't eat them. I like what is it? I like something but I don't eat pork. I like, it's like a contradiction. And he's just like looking at me like dazed, like and confused. He's like, what the heck are you talking about? I'm like, I know there's a method of my madness. There's just a lot of things I just don't eat, but I like them. But over the lifetime of eating and rules, right? There's just a lot of things I just don't eat. And at this point, I just got used to not eating them. It's not a big deal. Like, anyway, this is not a dieting podcast, but, let's get back to the message. Get clear on what you desire the most. So here it is, guys. Get clear about what you desire the most. I think I said it the other day when I said we're moving to California. Okay, this is getting clear about what you desire the most. When I had the thought, when I was walking through the store and I had this reminiscent feeling of when we lived in California last year, and it brought back feelings, brought back thoughts. And I started asking myself some questions. Wait a minute. Because we've been over here. This was not a permanent move to come back to Arizona. Not at all. This was temporary. And then over time, with COVID being the way that it has been, we decided to stay in Arizona and just live part-time in California. And then it was just kind of settling, even though we were picking a place that we loved in Arizona. We don't love it more than the ocean. That's for sure. And so I had to get clear. Wait a minute. I want to live at the ocean. And it didn't take very long at all. Within minutes of asking myself these clarifying questions, it's like, okay, so Roger and I flew down to Mexico in October. Crazy, right? It's crazy to look back and think that we did that. We were fine. Everybody involved was fine. We were wearing masks. The plane was packed, by the way, in October. Tiny squeezed, plane. Anyway, at the time it was like, I felt okay about it. But anyhow, we did. But when we flew back, because we were down there looking to see if we wanted to move down there for real. And we decided within 2 days, no, hell no, we did not want to move. No offense to Mexico or anything like that. It's just not where we wanted to be. 100%. It was clarifying. It was such a good trip to go take. Because you can look forever online for a place to live or a new place, a new city, new country, whatever, and have this whole picture in your mind. But until you go check it out, you can clarify very quickly whether you want to be there or not. In under 48 hours, it was nope. And you know where I wanted to live? California. It brought me back to California. Okay, great. Awesome. I was so happy because I got clear of what I wanted. I wanted to stay in the U.S. and I wanted to live in California. Okay, so we're flying in back from Mexico into Phoenix. And when you fly into Phoenix, you'll see if your plane is flying towards west, like into Phoenix, flying, looking west. You look out the window. Doesn't matter. There's a mountain called the Camelback Mountain. I adore this mountain, and it's just north of the airport. You can't miss it. It's right there. It's the shape as a camel. And so I'm looking at the camel, and I love just north of the camel. The border is the camel. On the north side of the camel is Paradise Valley. And I've been talking about that. That's where we're going to move and all that stuff. I'm from that area. And so we're looking at that, and I'm like, would we rather, so I asked Roger, I'm like, would you rather live where we are now or Paradise Valley? And he said Paradise Valley. I'm like, okay, let's go to Paradise Valley. But whatever. So, because California wasn't ready yet. California wasn't ready yet because COVID was still locking everything down. In California more than anything else. And so that was the plan. So California kind of got pushed away because we haven't been back in a year. Next week will be a year since we came back to Arizona from California, when we moved to California. So, so we kind of didn't focus much on California because we've been here. And then we've started focusing on Paradise Valley. And then we started focusing on all these other things, kind of forgetting what the true desire was. We loved living in California. We love it. We are like Californians, for sure. And so when I got that reminiscent feeling shopping the other day, it was like this thing hit me on the head. Wait a minute. What do you really want, Heather? And it was a no-brainer answer. I want to live at the ocean. I want to live in California. I loved it. I never wanted to leave. I cried when we left. I don't have those feelings here. Arizona is not my place to live. Like, it's fine. And I do want to live part-time here. I want to have a second home here. The home that I live in now, I want it as a second home. So I want to remodel it. So, because I loved it. When we lived in California, I kept driving over. Like once a month, I drove back over to the house to check on it. And I was here for a few days. I loved it. I loved being here for a few days at a time. It was a cool feeling to get away from California and coming back here and kind of having my space to myself and just having that time. I loved it. So I'm like, that's what I want. I want that. And so it was very quick. It was a clarifying experience. And so this whole thing is get clear on what you desire the most. Because this is the thing, when you focus on what your true desire is, you will, like, what you really want, it will come so much faster than the things you don't really want that bad. Does that make sense? So like California will be a lot easier for us to manifest than Paradise Valley. Because everything that we've ever done with Pismo Beach has come so easily. Like I manifested the exact marriage proposal that I wanted. I watched it unfold right in front of me. It was exactly what I wanted. And I never told him that I wanted that, like a sunset dinner on the beach and the sun's going down and he proposes on the beach, on the sand. Like I got that. Like everything that I have ever wanted with Pismo Beach, California, has come easily. So it's like this expectation of course, it's an easy one. It's what I truly desire, and it's going to be easier than anything else. So get clear on what you desire the most. Make sure your desires don't contradict each other. So with that, that might be kind of involved to get into, but kind of like make sure your desires don't contradict each other. Like I'm pretty certain the universe can figure things out, but if you flip-flop, I think tomorrow, let me see if I flip to tomorrow's. Nope, it's not tomorrow's. Maybe it was today's. Thinking about if you keep flipping and flopping your desires, like I kind of do sometimes, I kind of go back and forth on things, and I've come to realize that you really have to focus on the one thing. Kind of like the book, The One Thing. If you really put all of your focus on what you want instead of going. So we're buying this one house in Pismo that we found last year. It's on the market right now. It's on the market right now, lined up perfectly for us to buy it. Unlike last time when we were moving to Pismo, I looked at everything. I looked at everything possible to rent, everything possible to buy, everything. And I kept settling. Oh, we can make do. We can do this. We could do that. I think that really messed up my focus, messed up my vibration. And now I'm like, no, this is it. This is what I want. I want this house at the ocean and I want this house in Arizona. That's it. That's all I want. And building that expectation of it happening. That's it. My job is to line up with it. Not say, well, we could do this temporarily and we could do this. No, none of that. I learned my lesson. None of that. I'm not looking at anything except for that house. That's it. I choose that. I'm a powerful creator. That's what I choose. So make sure your desires don't contradict each other. Don't look at the 1 bedroom when you need 3. Don't look at the house you don't want when you want the house that you do want. Build the belief system around what you really want. Don't move to Arizona when you want to live at the ocean. There's no ocean in Arizona, so don't live here. You know what I mean? Like, what is it that you truly want? And go after that. Just put all your focus on that. And you'll get it a lot faster than if you don't. Okay, guys, I got to go. Have an amazing rest of your Monday, and I will be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.